Hello, my precious creations. So recently we got a lot of info related to SKIRK'S kit, and let's say it is quite a lot of information. So without wasting any more time, let's start off and cover everything we have so far. Skirk will be a cryo sword user who will play the role of main DPS. Her normal attacks will perform 5 consecutive strikes, and using her charged attack will consume a certain amount of stamina to throw a crystal lance that will deal damage to enemies up front. Upon activating her elemental skill, Skirk will enter the combat style of Sertologi, and different effects can be triggered depending on player input. A press or click will cause Skirk to enter the 7-fold flash state, where she will gain 45 Serpent's Cunning, which is needed to maintain the effect. In this state, Skirk will continuously consume Serpent's Cunning, and the range of her normal and charged attacks will be increased as well as her interruption resistance. All of her basic and charged attacks will be converted to cryo damage, which cannot be overridden by any type of infusion. Holding the skill instead of clicking will also gain the same amount of Serpent's Cunning, but instead, Skirk will enter the rapid movement state, where she gets increased resistance to interruption, as well as control the direction of movement. Serpent's Cunning can also be gained through absorbing Phantom Rifts, which is triggered through her first talent. Skirk's elemental burst will not consume energy, but will instead use Serpent's Cunning. So I assume it will work the same as Mavwika and her burst as well. Anyways, when possessing 50 Serpent's Cunning, Skirk will be able to consume all of it and unleash her elemental burst, which will allow her to tear space and perform rapid consecutive slashes, dealing AoE cryo damage. For each point of Serpent's Cunning beyond 50, consumed during activation, the damage will increase up to a maximum of 12 additional points. If you activate this elemental burst whilst she is in her 7-fold flash mode, she will do a special type of burst that will not consume any Serpent's Cunning, and Skirk will gain a withering effect, and will be able to sprint on water surfaces until the 7-fold flash mode ends. Moving on to her passive talents, when nearby party members trigger freeze, superconduct, cryo swirl, or cryo crystallize reactions, a phantom rift will be created near the enemy. This can occur every 2.5 seconds, with a maximum of 3 rifts that can be created. Absorbing these rifts will grant Skirk with 8 Serpent's Cunning, which can be done through landing a charged attack and activating her elemental burst during her 7-fold flash mode, as well as holding her elemental skill to enter rapid fire movement. Onto her second talent, when a party member, excluding Skirk, deals cryo or hydro damage, she will gain a stack of stick severance for 20 seconds. Each character can provide 1 stack with a maximum of up to 3 that each have their own independent duration. And based on the amount of stacks she has, her normal attacks in the 7-fold flash mode will be increased by 110, 120 and 170%, as well as her burst damage by 105, 115, and 180%, 160%. This means that Skirk will be strictly tied to only having cryo or hydro team members for her maximum damage. Seeing this, I have a feeling that her best team will definitely consist of Escoffier, Farina, and Yelan, as they can all do a good amount of off-field damage and elemental application. We have also received some information on her signature weapon as well, which will be a sword with a base attack of 608 and crit rate of 33.1%. This sword will be a significant boost to Skirk's damage, as her attack percent can be increased by 24% for 12 seconds after her skill is applied. During this time, when the elemental energy of the equipped character is 0, attack is increased by another 24%, and ultimate damage is increased by 40%. With that, we also now finally have information on her Constellations. Her C1 will enhance her first talent, where Skirk can summon a crystal blade to strike nearby enemies, dealing cryo damage equal to 500% of her attack after absorbing a Phantom Rift. With C2, after using Skirk's elemental skill, Skirk gains an additional 12 Serpent's Cunning. Her elemental burst will also be enhanced, and the damage bonus gained based on Serpent's Cunning above 50 is now calculated up to an additional 12 points. Additionally, while in the 7-fold flash mode, Skirk's normal attack damage will be increased by 60%. Her C3 will increase the maximum level of her talents. C4 will enhance each stack of stick severance, increasing Skirk's attack by 10, 20, and 50%. Her C5 will increase the maximum level of talents again, and finally with her C6. Every time Skirk absorbs a Phantom Rift, she will gain 1 stack of Certalogy Edge, lasting 15 seconds. Up to 3 stacks can exist simultaneously, each having their own independent duration. For those wondering what Certalogy's Edge does, when Skirk casts an elemental burst, all stacks are consumed to unleash coordinated attacks. Each stack deals cryo damage equal to 600% of her attack. Whilst in the 7-fold flash mode, when the 3rd or 5th hit of her normal attack hits an enemy, 1 stack is consumed to perform 3 coordinated attacks. Each attack will deal cryo damage equal to 150% of her attack. When she takes damage in the 7-fold flash mode, 1 stack will be consumed to reduce the incoming damage by 80%, which will be followed up with 3 coordinated attacks, each dealing cryo damage equal to 150% of Skirk's attack. And that is all we have about Skirk's kit. Please remember this is still early information, and everything is subject to change. Anyways, let me know what you think about Skirk in the comments. Personally, I've been waiting for her to drop ever since she was revealed. However, it is a bit disappointing knowing that she will be quite restrictive, but at least we can finally see cryo making its way back into the meta. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing to support the channel. And with that, I will see you in the next video.